Okay, 3, 2, 1, blah, blah, blah.
Sorry, bye-bye.
Today, we are here interviewing Ciara the Model Adventurer. Is that that's how it goes?
Yeah.
Like I'm not familiar with your name because I haven't actually worked with you before, so forgive me my,
And most people mispronounce it, and I never correct them because as long as it rhymes, it's close enough.
so it is Ciara.
Ciara.
Oh, Ciara, okay.
Yeah.
You say tomato, I say tomato.
They were saying Ciara.
Ciara, oh my God. Oh, Ciara, oh my gosh. Well, today we're going to interview her about her modeling career and all of her fun ins and outs, and she's going to give us some tips on model safety maybe, and choosing a photographer and all the other fun stuff that she does. Mm-hmm. So first of all, how long have you been modeling?
My first photo shoot ever was 2012. It slowly paid for my college 2013 to 2017, and 2017 I finished college and was like, wow, I guess this is what I'm doing full time. So depends what you consider the start place. Wow.
So which genre did you start off modeling in?
I started in, like, you even want to call it modeling like punk. I was big into MySpace. I had bright blue hair, and people were shooting me for these like highly conceptual dress up, bright colored, like things like that, which started as selfies turned into working with photographers and just kind of like punk themed, and a lot of boudoir because everyone wants boudoir.
Everybody wants boudoir, right? And then when did you tell us your progression? So you started off with what you just said and up till boudoir, and then what other genres did you start?
Well, I fell in love with the industry very quickly, and I was quite eager to get into glamour and art nudes as soon as I was 18, and so I did that, and then found out very quickly what kind of photographers are attracted to you as an 18-year-old nude model, and I had some lovely experiences. I didn't have like very dangerous situations, but I had uncomfortable ones, and I realized I was getting typecast, so I did that for a year, and then I stopped nudes completely and really focused on building a high quality portfolio. I did non-nude for like 2-3 years after that, just up to boudoir again and lingerie. And then when I returned to nudes, right at the end of my college degree, I was taken more seriously, and I still did some glamour nudes, but there was versatility. People saw different versions of me instead of just an 18-year-old naked person. So then that's when the art nude world and I really started to intermingle and start creating in a wider space.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what is your favorite genre of posing?
I would say if I can't pick one. I'll pick 3.
Okay, in order. Come on, yeah, I'm not gonna make this easy for you.
I would say art nude. I would say underwater right now. I'm very into underwater because there's a lot of learning space for me there. Mm-hmm. And if you want to put duo into a theme, I really love working with other models.
Right. Okay. And what kind of work with other models did you do? Like, I know a lot of my stuff has been very physical, mm-hmm. especially like the picture that you saw of Farron and Vic together.
Yeah.
Where she's pretty much bent over backwards and he's holding her up by like one toe.
Yeah. Yeah. That was badass. Yeah, I really like, when it comes to duo, it's exactly like that. I prefer an indoor, simple studio situation so we could just play with interesting light and, like you said, the physicality of our bodies. Mm-hmm. Every body is different and has different strengths. I really like learning and figuring that out with other model. I love learning the body language. I love that there's an automatic trust posing, especially nude with another model mm-hmm. who's experienced, because there has to be, and exploring their body language movements and interacting with mine and just having this like unspoken conversation that generally create some pretty cool poses.
Awesome, awesome. And as far as your touring goes, what is the hardest part about being a full-time traveling model?
Oh, I'm a terrible boss and a pretty bad employee. That's a phrase I stole from Ciara the Adventurer that I really resonate with, because I really love the booking phase of tours, and I'll overbook myself, and that's the terrible boss part, because the boss doesn't give the employee any breaks or like time for shit to happen, things to go wrong. So then I'm scrambling, and then I'm a bad employee because I don't give myself the time to breathe and recuperate and stuff like that. But I fall into my own marketing trap, because with touring, why people hire you as a touring model, because you're only in town for 5 days. But I also fall for that because I'm only in town for 5 days and there's so many things I want to do.
Right.
So I'd say that's the hardest part is my schedule is just maxed, and at the end of tour, I like crash real hard.
Right.
Yeah.
I see that. You guys, both you and Astrid came here and you're pretty much unconscious until the next time you have to wake up.
Yeah.
But it's good, at least you're resting here, which is good. And rest is important.
And yeah, thank you again for a safe space and a wonderful home. And I'm quite psyched about all the art we've been creating.
I'm glad. I'm hoping to see some too. Don't forget to re-add me on Facebook if
Yes.
I don't recall having you on there. But whatever.
Yeah. We at least have each other on Messenger.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I was thinking about opening up a Blue Sky, because a lot of photographers are going over there and they're like, you don't have to censor here. So I don't have to no longer do, well, I mean, I'm doing the video thing now, but we'll see. I just don't want to.
I just started one this week. I'm loving it, but it's because it's new and shiny. Whether I like it after the new and shiny phase, once I'm done my honeymoon phase.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, but right now I'm very much in the honeymoon phase and really enjoying it.
Right. Okay. Maybe I'll join you over there. We'll see what happens. Now tell us, since you're so busy doing the shoots, and you've been all over the country, and I'm assuming out of the country too,
Sure thing.
doing your work, do you ever try to make time to actually see the spaces that you stay in?
Yes, that is something that took me a couple of years to figure out, but it's such a luxury to be able to have a job that travels. And a lot of the time you just see inside of studios. And there's this other privileged part traveling as a nude model is if you're going to shoot outdoors, there's all of these private, beautiful spaces. So photographers will take you to these like hidden waterfalls or abandoned buildings that I would never find as a tourist. So that's really cool. But I do try to schedule off a day, which I haven't. Well, I did go to a museum here in New York. I did the Museum of Sex, which I've done before, but it was really fun. I always try to have a museum day and I prefer to do it alone and just go to the art and overhear what people are talking and what their interpretation of the art is. And in a perfect world, I don't take transit or drive to the museum. I walk there, even if it's a 2-hour walk, so that I can see the city in its entirety, or at least that pathway to the museum. So that's my tourism.
Yeah, certain things should be done alone. I think an art gallery is one of them, because if you're with somebody and they have a different take on what they're seeing, it can be kind of frustrating.
Well, it's just like I'm kind of a dick in art museums. Like I'll go and invite people, and then they'll start to talk to me, and I'm like, dude, don't freaking talk. Okay, you're right. I invited you.
We have a little bit. Yeah, I know. I think one time I invited one model. There was a a Frida Kahlo exhibit up here at the Brooklyn Museum of Art, which is walking distance from here.
Yeah.
And I basically didn't say much to her. I let her enjoy it. You know, she's more of a Frida Kahlo fan than I am.
Cool.
So they had like a whole bunch of artifacts there from her life. They had like one of the braces that she wore because of her back. She wasn't able to walk near the end of her life. She was having a problem with like a lot of back problems from the accident she was in. So they had a lot of those artifacts there, and I bought her the book, the gallery book for it too. So she had that as a memento of our fun time together.
And that's it. That's my perfect museum buddy. Is like, shut up during the exhibit.
You know, just
get a coffee after.
Right.
And digest what you just saw together.
Exactly. Now, tell us your take on how do you keep yourself safe doing all of this, because I've heard a lot of the bad stories.
Sure thing. So first off, I do feel like I'm lucky. I'm a 6'1" tall woman, so I'm not usually the first choice for people to fuck with. There has definitely been uncomfortable situations, but I navigate a lot of them by being, I call it kind of like having stripper talk, because strippers are like very blunt. They have to be. And so I've become a very blunt person, being like, yeah, let's not do that. I say it right away. So there's none of that sneaky manipulation talk. I also pay someone to safety check. So I give this person a list of the people who've shown up on my schedule I haven't worked with before. They background check them by at least 3 models, and they give me a green, yellow, red flag and a write-up of what everyone said. And that stuff's time consuming. It's hard to keep up with that stuff when you're constantly on tour, and it is worth every penny.
Right.
It's one of the best financial decisions I've made in the industry, is to start paying someone to do that.
Okay, so you don't bother yourself with the modeling groups, the safety groups then?
There are the safety groups too, and so this person is a retired model who I've hired.
Oh, okay, so then she goes in and does that part for you on your behalf. Okay, I see.
They'll reference the models. They also know what to look for. Like, I haven't trained someone to know what to look for. They already know, because I've tried to train partners, like boyfriends, before, and stuff is so subtle. It's hard to teach someone to have that eye. So retired models do really well with that.
Right. Okay. And I think I'll ask you this question too, because you seem very comfortable. The same question we asked Dakota about doing figure modeling or just modeling in general, even in lingerie. Has that ever been a factor in in dating?
Yes, absolutely. And similar to Dakota's answer, everyone thinks they want to date a model until they actually start dating a model. But it's really a thing. And even my current partner agreed with me discussing this. It's because they think it's so cool. Then they realize very quickly that everyone sees their partner naked. And then what's the public reaction? You know, as a nude person, a public nude person, I have accepted that everyone has seen me naked and have varying degrees of reactions. But now it bleeds into relationship life and family life. And, you know, all of my partner's friends are probably Googling me, whether it's curiosity or something different.
Yeah.
And so they have to, even though it's not themselves naked, they are suddenly having to face what it's like being a public naked person. Even though they're not a public naked person, they're publicly dating a public naked person. Right. And the reputation spreads. Luckily, I've had quite good responses. I've had some people who it's not for them, and that's totally fine. There's some people who can't date escorts. There's some people who can't date lawyers. Like, it's just, you know, it's just part of it. Yeah. And luckily my partner works in theater, so he already understands the weird artist stuff.
Good. Okay. Yeah. So being possibly a weird artist himself, right?
Exactly.
Good. Okay. Yeah. You know what? I think we have everything we need. That's going to be great. That's it from Ciara, Model Adventurer.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
No problem. I hope to see you again soon. And we get a video portrait done next time.
Yes.
All right. Have a safe trip back home.
Bye.